Thanks for joining us. It's going to be a hell of a show. We talk about a lot of stuff from fake people to, fake
everything.
Yeah. Right. So what we're drinking tonight, or what we drank tonight at this point, is sugar. You've seen this. We've had
delicious.
sugar.
Get you
We've
some.
had the sugar before. It was from Jam Cellars, California Wines. It tastes like sugar. Do that. Also, the Skinny Girl California White Crisp Balance 100 calorie wine. Absolutely. I haven't tasted anything from Skinny Girl that I didn't like.
Facts.
And what's in the carafe is the Franzia Fruity Red Sangria. This is our go-to.
That's what's in my glass.
Touche. You know where to find me. Find me at Just Day on Instagram or at OMG It's Just Day on Twitter and www.omgisjustday.com. I am. You want to go to you? Where we going? You.
You got this. You got this.
She ain't got this most of the time. And she don't even care that we don't care that she don't got
Look, I'm Marlena. I'm the guest. How you doing? My favorite was the sugar, but everybody here was sweet. So here we is. I had the Red Sangria, my last glass. If you want to follow me, I'm on Facebook, Marlena Alexander. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Ms. Mars77.
Oh, you gotta follow me.
Hi.
And if you also if you want your house clean, you can email me at senseandsoundsllc412@gmail.com and I'll come see you.
If you need a website, hit me up. I will get you a
Period,
website.
I do.
I will get you business cards for the low. I am the plug for your business needs.
The what?
She's
the plug, guys.
Hey!
That's
the
the
professional plug for your business needs. Don't hit me up for anything that isn't professional plug related.
I'm not talking about your local. Never mind.
Ooh, I wonder if anyone has trademarked that. I should look that up.
The
What?
professional plug for all your non-unprofessional plug business
for your
needs.
business needs. Professional plug. You don't.
You are a perfect. Well, someone has, but yes, you are the plug.
I am a professional plug for stuff.
She is the plug.
Wait,
She the plug, baby.
Hey, we're gonna make a song. Hey, y'all leave that in the comments. We're gonna make a song. We're gonna talk about the plug.
All right, it's your time.
Do I have to go? I feel like I should always go after Snickle, but
No, I did go. It's your
You did
turn.
not go.
See, try to get out on it.
No, but for real. Hey, baby.
Go, Snickle, friends. Tell everyone.
Y'all.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. You can follow me at McWilson89. I did all that without laughing.
Touche, you got that.
Sunshine.
You got that. It's on a new record. Throw it to you.
She threw me all the way out. She
She didn't laugh. This wasn't a joke.
This is our first time in a long time getting 2 ones that were actually good. Cause we blindly pick
As of
wines.
right now, we have designated Dede as the designated
We
wine
blindly
getter.
pick wines, and most of the time we usually have a wine that we don't
We're like, nah.
Wait,
here's
I
the
did not
boxes
say
back
my
there.
Instagram name.
You said Mick Wilson 89.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
did.
Is that how I introduced myself?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
you
you also
said
said
your
your
name.
name. You did
It's
really
Wait
good.
till you hear the edit, girl. You'll be like, oh shit. Do y'all like Jasmine Sullivan?
Yeah.
I love her.
I
Did
wanted
you
to show
just
you
do
my
our
dream
own
board, but
house
everyone
house?
was like, stop showing
You
me
have
your
a
dream.
vision board?
I love her
Would you
song
like
called Girl Like Me.
I love her
Okay,
song
so wait.
roster.
They didn't see my vision
You
board.
did
I haven't
introduce
updated my
yourself
vision
yet.
board.
Let me see. Mine's is
I
so-
will.
I
Can we
got
wait
two.
until
Mine is
after
very-
we stop taping for the vision
We
board?
should do a vision board online.
Okay, so here we
should do
go.
a vision
But
board
here's
live.
my vision. Here's my vision. Y'all ready for my vision?
Do it.
so my vision is for y'all to subscribe to Angela TV if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Anchor. Listen to us on Spotify. You can also watch us on Spotify. Because if you don't want to watch it, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's a new thing. They just sent me an email today.
Oh, no.
Girl, we video streaming on Spotify.
Videos on Spotify?
Yes, did you know?
Are you?
Yes, we are video streaming on
So
Spotify.
I'm going to be on Spotify.
You're going to be on Spotify.
Babe, very important question.
Are you going to be streaming on
What
Spotify?
was the tune that me and her came up with to sit there and say behind you?
We don't know.
Angel TV.
I got y'all. Y'all ready? Angel Lee TV and Spotify. Make sure that you watch us on Spotify. Make sure that you always Angel Lee TV LLC. Make sure that you follow us on again.
Spotify.
I say Facebook. Facebook, Instagram, Anchor, Spotify.
Christian Mingle.
YouTube. Yes, YouTube. We might be on Christian Mingle depending on how freaky you might want to get. All that good stuff. But like I always say, if you don't want to watch this, you can always listen to us. And now you can watch
I
us.
had a MySpace.
You can go on Spotify.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of dark skin. Oh my goodness. Wait till you see this, Sade.
I just turned it on so I can hear
My
better.
best friend was watching it. It was so cute.
Did you put my succulent into a solo cup on my windowsill, or is that Pat?
This was like a big discussion
Yeah.
starter.
Discussed about your succulent.
This video.
My succulent's
Succulent needed to suck.
My succulent's about to die.
Well,
This
take it
was-
out of the solo cup.
No, it's
I
he
told
cut.
her.
No, he cut the solo cup so it could have run from the
It needs. What's in the solo cup? Is it dirt in there?
No, it's water.
It needs dirt.
This started a huge discussion with us.
Wait, I can't see. Move that cup.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna start
No,
over.
just
Hold
move
up.
it. Yeah, there we go.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. You are so pretty. When you look at yourself, you're supposed to say, I'm so pretty. You are so pretty. Do you hear me? You got the prettiest little dimples. You are too cute.
I know, wasn't that impactful? Like, why is it like that though? Why is there
Because
always
we as black
colorism?
women and everything that we look at and everything that we see don't reflect who we are, don't reflect what we look like, the beauty. All we do is talk about each other and be like, you nappy, your hair is messed up, you need to put some relaxer in it, shake it. All these things to change are natural when we need to be embracing our natural, we need to be embracing the way we came out instead of some
Generation Z is like the BBL generation, the millennial.
they are so
Yeah, the
dead set
fakest.
on.
Ooh.
They're so dead set on.
Fucking
If I can
fake.
buy it, I can have it. If I want Angelina Jolie lips, I can buy it.
No, but the crazy thing with the BBL is you gotta, like, after you get the procedure, you still gotta go to the gym. And there's
disgusting.
some people that were on TikTok, they're like, I wish I would have just went to the gym since
You know
I gotta go
dangerous
to
that
the
surgery is though?
It's one of the most deadly surgeries
Y'all ever
in the
watch Black
country.
Ink?
Ever done?
You watch Black Ink, no spoiler alert, but C's is with some chick that, fortunately, she did get the BBL. She got it over in,
Dior.
yeah. And
Everybody
she
got
had
it.
a problem. She got a problem with it, so she had to go back and get it fixed. But you have to go back,
Yeah.
and it's entering her bloodstream. Whatever they use is in her
Hey,
bloodstream.
Michelle had that issue.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch? She got a show called Matt Killer Body.
Yeah.
And like this, I watched. There was a
And the
what is it
issue
called?
is
American
the issue
Gangsters.
is when you go over there and you get like when you go overseas anywhere and you get a procedure done, like you can't sue from the United States.
And because it's
And
out of network.
Also, if
Okay.
you die, Lord forbid that you pass away, that's a whole nother fiasco. They
Give
gotta
your
ship
body
you
back.
Yeah.
Been
Swear.
there, done that. I
Swear.
promise you, it's not fun.
Swear. I just
Just
can't.
don't listen.
I just don't like Cardi
get
B
it.
broke my heart.
She
Fucking
got
up
hers
her
in the
face.
basement. She got her butt done in the basement.
I meant that she got her. I didn't. Okay, her butt was there when we met her on Love and Hip Hop.
Mhm.
It's the lips. Like, it's the cheeks.
But at least she talks
It's
about it.
but why did you do it? You was a
Because
pretty
she don't-
girl.
You know who was pretending like they
The internet and TV tells us what
That
it
bothers me. The Kardashians pretend like they ain't get nothing.
Don't they? They be acting like, what are you
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
you
I
know
look up like
dang
this.
well that you did.
They did everything.
And that's the
Half of
problem.
them
That's the
looking like
problem.
the Jenner
Like
did.
I feel like
And now whatchamacallit, she looks even, she sat there and got a 10 or something, and she does not look, she doesn't look the same.
The thing is, I think that it's not tanning. I think at this point it's blackfishing. Like, you can't be in love with black culture but don't show up for black culture.
Yeah,
Right.
or don't know black experience. And I feel like, people giving these people a pass. Like, well, so what? They're appreciating you guys. And so what? Don't you want to bring attention? I'm like, no.
Weird.
Because here's the thing. And it's sad to say, but if someone could choose to have a better experience of their life and not go through some of the things that black Americans and black people as a culture have gone through, they would not choose to go through it. Like, they wouldn't choose to go through slavery. They wouldn't choose to be harassed.
Right.
They wouldn't choose to be killed
Okay, but
on the
this is my
daily.
thing. Why do women choose to put themselves through all that torture, getting titties and
And it's
wigs
Because
and
they
ass?
think it's
For
gonna
dudes
give them,
to go
because
get
they think
another
it's gonna make their
girl
life
with
better.
the titties,
Right,
hips,
so what
lips,
was
and ass.
all
They think it's gonna make their life
What
better.
is it for?
And it's crazy
Whoever
because
gonna look at it,
But
they think
whose
it's gonna-
life is better? I don't know. I don't know. I think
There
it's
is,
stupid.
on one end you have women that are white or others that want to be black, and then you have dark-skinned women that are over in the islands bleaching their skin to be lighter.
because
Which
it's
is,
some,
and that's
it's
the thing
insanity.
that
It's
bothers
insanity.
me.
It's
Right.
insanity.
Women,
It's
we need to
insanity.
get our shit together. Like,
The thing is, it's not about the
we're
women.
women.
But here's the thing: it's not about the women.
It's not, but we make
We
it
know,
about us.
but wait, but you know why? We all know why.
No, but
It's not because you're trying to
once
get.
you're unapologetically you, is what I do appreciate about some of these women. Like,
Uh-huh.
like being teased growing up for being dark skinned by other black people, but then also getting teased for having a big behind when I was younger. I was like, all these things are things that I cannot change. Back then, those were things that you cannot change.
Right.
We did.
But why
We
would you
think like-
want to just, it's just, do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like, where's the toughness in your skin to
But
love
once,
the fuck
but
you
once you're
are?
like
Why would you want to
unapologetically you,
mutilate yourself to
Right.
make someone else happy? Because guess what? That person that gets all that shit done, if they ain't done no self-work,
it's like that
still
verse
Right.
in
not help happy.
Eight
They're
Mile.
still not.
It's
But
like
they
that
just
verse
look
in
like
8
a
Mile
fucking
where
blow-up
Eminem
guy.
Eminem started like naming all his flaws, and he was like, "What else you got?"
Yeah, what else is there? Yeah, he was like, okay, I'm white.
It's just a thing
I live in
that,
the
like I
shadow,
said,
like I did.
Right.
like I
What?
said, I feel like
Clarence.
Once you take on
Clarence
that
said his
attitude,
birth of his parents.
when rebuilding your self-esteem,
And,
you good.
Little Clarence was both of his parents. Both
Exactly.
parents grew up in the
But
all
that is the approach that you need to take to when rebuilding your self-esteem. You're like,
Right.
take all your flaws, do inventory of that, and be like, what else you got? I
No,
know.
But I think the thing is that media and TV and everything's accessible now. So now we have these phones, which are basically TVs and internet in our hands.
Social media was
And everything
a
is flooded,
fucking
and they're telling you who you
cultural-
should be, who you can't be, who you shouldn't be, what you should look like, what you shouldn't look like. Oh, you better have this, otherwise you won't be that, and you're not considered pretty if you. And that's the problem. Like, society's lost their self-esteem and lost their identity because now we have.
Everybody looks the same.
Everybody looks just like
Exactly.
exactly.
You
Everybody
see
looks just
these
like.
singers coming out
I
like,
don't. I look like I'm
But the thing is, all these little girls look
I said
exactly
fuck y'all a long
alike.
time ago.
and
I love
I want to
this.
give a shout out to someone who I hope she didn't give into the
The hype.
hype.
This isn't my glass.
Coy Leroy,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
This
Coil
is her-
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, yes it is.
Did you know this
Wait,
was nothing?
I gotta
I'm
read
like,
this.
this
My
is
bad,
Junior
man.
class.
Hi, kitty, pretty, kitty,
There you go.
kitty,
She
pretty.
is. She's Benzino's daughter,
She is.
but she's
She's a Pop-Tart.
natural
She
though.
is.
So.
She is. She's
And
exactly.
it's crazy because people pick on her for being natural, and then on the other hand, people pick on Nicki Minaj, which I'm not gonna say they should pick on her, But they pick on her because
They
she
only
got
pick
everything
on
done.
Nicki Minaj because she
Hey,
got
here's
all
the
that
thing.
shit going on. And
No,
she
she
can't
said
twerk.
Nicki Minaj, apparently, in an interview that she did recently, she said she got all that work done because she got picked on a lot when she was a young woman.
Oh
But see, that's the thing. A lot of people have thick skin. But see, everybody ain't built the same. So I get it. I completely understand.
Where's the self-love?
There ain't none. Because you gotta realize where they're coming from.
Because if you let other people
So I get
dictate
it.
who you're going to be, then you're never going to be anything
But
that you want to be.
You can tell. She said, I'm Barbie. I'm Barbie. I want to be Barbie.
Your whole
Right.
face, your whole body
My
Your
thing
changed.
kid isn't
Like
even gonna,
you changed.
like your kid is gonna look at you and be like, where's you?
People change themselves to fit what other people said they should look
Right.
like.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
Like Kylie Jenner's daughter's gonna look at her and be like,
And them people.
where's me and you?
Yeah.
I just completely
Well,
realized
and then
that.
she's gonna say, "Well, honey, before the cheeks, the nose, the chin, the lips,
And
the
that's
ears,
not,
the neck,
that's
the
creating
teeth,
a
the
cycle.
head, the back."
I might as well make a song out of it.
I look like this.
I never thought about it. But by these
For
women,
real.
No, literally look like this part, not this part.
For
this
real.
part.
these women conforming to what other people want them to be, and then they're having children, especially young girls. They're continuing the cycle by creating an unattainable image that they're not going to be able to attain unless they did what their parents did.
My mom hasn't aged in 30 years, bitch.
Right,
That's the
but
bow
they're
tie.
making
Your mama
it,
got
but it's like,
period.
but
She
they're
can't
making it
age.
seem
Bitch,
like,
she got hot glue gun. eyebrows.
but it's like,
It's
like
so
you doing, everyone doing that to their body and so forth, and you're letting the kids know, oh, okay, so it's okay to be this way.
At all, still, even if it's in my cup, but we should probably switch that.
No, this is yours.
No, it's yours. It's one of
No,
those.
I poured one of those for you. I poured everybody the same wine. You're still
Oh my bad.
You
I
didn't
feel bad.
take-
I was
wait,
drinking. I was like,
No,
I took Day-Day's drink, and it's like literally Day-Day's drink.
no,
That's
Dr. Dr. Miami actually did a Squid Game.
I would like him to do my butt a
He
little.
did.
I don't want him to do my butt, but he can like get the
He
double
did
down.
a Squid Game for like
No, dimples is
They
good
know it's
because
real.
you can't sit there and
If your ass ain't got
everybody.
dimples, it ain't real.
Exactly. So it's like your dimples are good because that lets you know that your butt is real.
Maybe.
Because you see other
But
people.
now they can recreate dimples, so maybe not. Maybe not.
Let me create- What did he do a Squid Games about?
Well, basically, he hosted a Squid, like, no one died, of course, but in Miami,
Thank
he
God.
hosted.
Says who?
He hosted a Squid Game where you could enter a contest that was, the theme was Squid Games, and it was kind of like Squid Games, and the winner would win a gift certificate for whatever procedure that they wanted.
I'm okay with being a plumpet.
I wouldn't want any
A plumpet?
procedure
She
done.
said
I'm
a
okay
plumpet?
with
Yeah.
So can I tell you something?
I'm okay with being a plumpet.
If your boobies stick out further than your stomach, you're not fat, and your boobies sit out
Listen,
further than
my
your stomach,
boobs
so you're good.
take
Yours
up 90% of my body weight.
Me, my
No,
nipple lays on my
but,
diaphragm.
okay,
I
so-
need some titties.
So what? My
Well,
thing
like I
is,
said, I'm gonna donate the
my
charity.
thing is, I don't have a lot of boobs because it wouldn't be
Sure.
fair. It wouldn't be fair if I had a
You got more
butt.
than me.
It wouldn't be fair if I had a butt and I had boobs and a nice personality and a nice face. Like, you gotta level the playing field somehow, and the universe chose to be like, okay.
Actually, you do have everything.
No, she don't. She's an
I am
asshole.
a B
That's
cup.
personality. Where?
Your
So-
B
but
cup
when
was
she-
way better. This is a C cup, and I think it's only because I got a wide motherfucking back.
Well, like I said, if
Yes,
anyone would
no,
like
mine
a
is a
donation to
38B.
the cause, you
You
are
lie.
not
A 38B, you look on this
I'm
bra, I
a
promise.
34B.
For real, your B's look way better than mine.
See,
Your
I
B's
told
still-
you,
Probably,
I can do
Her
it.
B's
like,
still got
is
some
your,
skin on it.
is your B,
But this B is gushy. It had 3 kids.
no, I was saying.
That's why I said the kids are such a drag, boy. They're
It's
such a
soft.
drag.
After you have your first kid, y'all, you be so soft. That's what the first thing I noticed was like,
But I
I was
thought
like
kids were
super
supposed to give you
soft.
no boobs.
My son ain't give my kids ain't give me shit but more hair. They gave me nothing.
My mom didn't have boobs until she got into her 40s.
Yeah,
She didn't
never.
have boobs.
I don't know what the
My
fuck
mom
this
didn't
is.
ever have
She
any
didn't
boobs.
have the Anita and the Baker until she was.
She literally named
Nina knows
her
how I feel about
Anita
her.
and the Baker.
She knows how I feel about her mom. I see your Anita and the Baker.
So you see how
See you, girl. See.
women are going out and they're doing all the fancy lace fronts. Now men are going out and they're doing all the fancy
I don't
stuff.
like
But
it.
they've been doing it. They've been on the low doing it. But see, I go.
I don't like
okay?
it.
The Beijing,
I don't like
the little
it.
pieces.
I don't
No,
think
they're
that
getting the
shit's
piece.
cute.
They're getting the pieces blue. Like
They're getting these done.
They're getting everything
this done. I don't like
Listen,
it.
you gonna lay down with like a Denzel
I let
and
me-
wake up with something else.
With motherfucking Samuel.
Honey.
Lay down with Denzel, wake up with
Samuel.
Samuel. No
He was
offense
like,
to Samuel.
"What happened?"
I definitely, you were my first
Like I said,
actor
listen,
crush.
and did you
For
know
real.
that these guys are going to what is it, Honduras or somewhere to get their teeth, to get teeth,
What?
not just the BBS, the
Some
teeth.
niggas probably get monkey
Listen,
tail
then they
nails.
went to the
They
thing
get a
came
mouthful of
back.
fucking orangutan.
Now I'm not gonna say his
toenails.
teeth weren't fucked up. His teeth were a little.
But the
fucked up.
issue
He
is
came back with teeth so big, I was like, you can't even close your mouth though.
The-
They're white,
The
but they
issue
look
is people
like,
are going overseas to get their teeth fixed, but the teeth they're not lasting long because it's not a sound procedure.
Porcelain veneers is a bad idea too.
have you watched the procedure? They
Oh, bitch,
grind your
not
teeth
yet,
down to
down
little nubs.
Pennywise teeth.
Little teeth they
I
do,
don't
and then they
like
stick the shit on. And then here's the thing:
The
you have to
teeth
go
that
get them
shit fall
redone.
off.
You have to go get them redone, and they're like $20,000.
Hell no.
You gotta take all them shit off and
Babe,
get them redone. Otherwise,
Babe.
the shit start falling off.
babe, she said 10 years later they falling off.
Yeah, you got little
Out
nubs.
here looking like a saber-toothed tiger. Don't waste somewhere now.
And
I'm gonna put that tooth on my
and
chin.
everybody's just going overseas because it's cheaper.
But it's
But at
just,
the same time, you can't sue for malpractice.
listen, quality over quantity.
Exactly.
want
Meanwhile, you
work,
can only afford
you
one
pay
tooth.
for it. Right. It better be the first
It's gonna be a shiny one though. It's gonna be real shiny. My thing is like it makes me upset because you hear these stars that got money and they like, oh, I'm going overseas to get this done. Or I'm going over. Tiny, how you doing? Went over there to go get her.
Her eyes color,
She's
her and her
another
daughter.
one. She's
Her
another one.
daughter went over there and did the same shit.
She like
And
DuckTales.
I'm like,
Yeah, cause her
why
daughter.
do you need to go to another country with all that money?
Why did y'all do it?
Cosmetic
Exactly.
I'm
surgery.
really not in favor of
For
it.
Cosmetic
eyes?
surgery is not hereditary. They're just
That's
like,
not-
why
Your
is
kids
your
are
eyes
not gonna come out
blue?
blue eyes.
I'm not
Your
in the
kids
past
are
So
not
you're
gonna
just
come out
passing
that
your
big
self-hatred onto your...
to your offspring.
Yes.
Because then when you
Generation
have
to generation.
kids, when you have children, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, Mom, how come my eyes aren't blue? How come my eyes aren't blue like
Remember
yours?
that one class, biology class, where they
Oh,
make
we're
all
not-
their
Enough
the
wine
traits?
in this cup.
Yeah, they're like, oh, only people, like, two, was it like 2 people with blue eyes
Yeah.
that have blue-eyed kids?
And that's the truth.
That
But if
Your
you live
auntie
in
was this,
California,
and
this
this and this.
information might be really important because they're toying with the idea of reparations, but it can only be if you can prove that you are a descendant from slavery.
well, I got that.
Oh, I know I'm ass. Oh, I know I'm ass.
Well, see, the thing is, it's like, you know, I love the fact that you're like, oh yeah, well, you know, you're this and you're that and you're such and such and such. And I'm like, well, prove it. And I'm like, don't say that you can prove it because if we talk about slavery times, you can't. How could you prove?
When they tried to erase it so bad.
Well, they never
tried to
documented
erase
it.
everything.
The thing is, they never
There
documented
was a
it.
question.
They didn't have a census back then. They were trying to erase. We weren't people.
There was
We
a
were not
question
people, we were
online
cattle.
asking if black people felt bad for exposing the truth to white kids. Like, cause white kids are starting to feel like shit. Like, oh man,
I didn't. I got kicked off when I first
But
started.
you want to know the issue? Yeah.
The lady was like, no.
You're like, I'm not.
She's
it's
like,
not
no.
that.
Here's
Because
the
you know
thing,
why?
it's
It's
not
the
exposing.
truth. It's not. The truth is the truth. Y'all was trying to cover it up though. Like
I'm
it was.
so
It was trying to
sad.
blanket
So
it.
the
Like you
issue-
can't do that.
Florida just passed
The law about the books.
a couple of laws.
A whole
Florida
bunch.
just
We're
passed.
a couple of fuckers.
Who wrote this? I'm sorry. I'm going. Go,
Okay,
go, go,
so
go.
Florida just passed a law where they banned critical race theory. They banned some of the math books.
What is critical race theory?
Well, there is a law that they were proposing. I don't know if it passed or not yet, but it's on the verge of being passed. So I think it passed.
What
it
is
was
the law?
It was the one that was you couldn't. They were trying to make it illegal to make white people feel guilty.
They passed that.
Ain't that some shit?
That was
But
that was passed.
Illegal to make white people feel guilty.
In other words,
I don't
like
want
we
you
will
to feel
never.
guilty. I
The
just want you
kid,
to know
the,
the truth.
Oh,
the
enough
kids
to it.
won't learn about things like slavery and the
math
role
books.
of the white man and.
A math book had the word racism in it, and they're like, yeah, we gotta accept. But by not teaching kids about racism, you are only perpetuating racism, and by not wanting to make white kids and other kids feel guilty about slavery, what you're doing is making the black people feel alienated because you're refusing to address their history.
Well,
Because the truth is, U.S. history, the way that it's being taught right now, is white history.
Period. Whitewashed. That's what they
Here's
call
my
it.
thing.
Whitewashed.
We get 1 month. That's it. I didn't even get 1 month in high school. I got a
And
quarter.
they have.
Period.
We didn't get nothing.
It was an
Exactly.
elective.
We didn't
Like
get
art
that.
and
The rest was economics.
Yeah.
We didn't
Because
get
we thought we signed up for Black History, and they're like, "Oh, this is
Oh,
Black
that's
History
crazy.
in
We had
economics."
Black history.
We didn't get none of that.
Shout out to Miss.
We had one teacher that was
the hell was
determined
her
to
name?
teach. But my thing is, there's a lot of, like, everybody keeps saying, oh, we're trying to make the white kids
Started
feel
with a C.
guilty. And I'm like, it's not making them feel, I don't feel like guilty is the word. I feel like guilty is a bad word.
But why? Hold up. I got a question. Because look, I'm really one of these people. This is why I really don't get freaked out about a lot of shit. I don't stress about a lot of things. But like, why do we care? Why is it that deep? Why do we have to be? What am I trying to say? Say what you said again, because I'm drawn. I have a great thought. Just
My
say what
thing
you-
is, I think when you hear these news channels and they're talking about, oh, we want to take these words out, we not because it's just making
You want to
Oh,
the white
that's
people
what it is.
feel guilty, and I'm like,
That's
it's
what
not
that's
guilty.
it
It's
is.
not. These kids are growing up. People that are born or children that are born like yesterday, right, or before slavery, or I mean, not before. I'm sorry, after. Wouldn't even understand. They don't know. There's kids out here that don't even know who Martin Luther King is. They're like,
Oh,
who
no.
is
Here's
this?
No,
my
I
thing.
watched something with fifth graders.
Here's my
They
thing.
know what racism
I mean,
is.
some.
Here's my thing. This
But
is
my
what I
thing
wanted to
is, they
say.
saying, oh, they're
They're
going to feel
cognizant.
guilty.
Why?
We're just making
Why
them
is it
aware.
that we have to be making someone feel guilty?
Right. Instead of just teaching
Because
them.
they teach it in other
It's
countries.
history.
Right.
They teach American history in
History is
other
history.
countries.
History.
Right. But it's
History
like,
is history.
You want to make somebody
The
feel
Asians
guilty?
got fucked
Listen,
over.
you want to
White
make
people
somebody
got
feel
fucked
guilty.
over.
I saw a question.
We got
Native
fucked
Americans.
Let us just tell the goddamn story.
It's
Right.
a.
Nobody
Why
has
is
to feel
that-
bad.
Exactly.
But let that shit be heard.
We're not saying it's you.
Yeah.
We're saying that the people that came before you made mistakes.
I
And
saw
we're
that
trying to
question
show you
I
how
saw
to
that
not
question
make
for
the same
y'all.
mistakes
Okay.
again. That's
I
all.
saw this question yesterday, and I was like, damn, that's a good question. I was thinking about it. And it racked my brain all day yesterday. Someone said, what would have happened? What would have happened if Christopher Columbus wouldn't have stumbled upon America?
A lot of the shit that wouldn't have happened, which
We would be
happens
happy.
right now.
We would
Well,
be
The Native
happy.
Americans would have probably been thriving.
The Native Americans would have probably been like
They would have been.
You know how,
It would have
like,
been a Native American land.
how everything in America now is like English or what is the word?
Contemporary.
Like you know how the Roman we have the calendar system and things like that, and everything's built. It would have been completely different.
You think?
I believe so because I'm like, if no
If
one had
you
just
wouldn't have
starved
came
that,
here,
someone
black
would have came
people-
here. People would have migrated
Black
here.
people would have migrated here on their own.
Maybe. But what if slavery
And
never
I feel
happened?
like you would have had.
What if slavery never happened? What if they had never gone?
If
and
slavery
tried to get us from
never happened, Africa would be the shit.
Maybe.
Like I think Africa would be that fucking paradise that the Bible tries to
I
portray.
feel this is my theory. This
I
is my
really
theory.
feel like that because you know
I feel like we would have been
We didn't
Wakanda
hate each
and
other.
everybody we would have been
Yeah,
our
we
own.
didn't
We would
have
have been
no
like
hate towards
another
each other.
America.
Yeah. We didn't have no hate towards each other back then. Like our grandparents.
But-
Yeah, they say,
but
"Oh,
you
I'm
have
messing
to
on that."
think-
I'm
about
but
each
you
other
have
like
to
we
think-
do and the kids.
Even
under
though
us all
even
raised
though
it.
America had
We'd have been the
slavery,
shit.
there were other places.
West
that were-
Indies had slavery.
Yeah.
Slavery.
Yeah.
What's Haiti had slavery.
the difference between American
Dominican,
slaves
the
and
DR,
other
all
slaves
that.
is the stuff that they got off at.
Right.
Right.
And first of all,
And we
I
never
also
talked about the
say
caste system
that
as
was
a form of
black
slavery.
folk motherfucking business. We would have worked that shit out how we worked that shit out.
And
We
even,
don't need
and
nobody
honestly,
else.
a lot of people, and
Just
this
so
is
we're
the-
clear.
the great thing about history, right, is that everybody's like, oh, slavery is such a horrible thing, blah, and it was. But you also have to realize that it's a human flaw to look at people as less than, right?
So
even
to
in-
destroy.
Right,
Take that.
right.
Take that.
Right.
We were born to
So we got
destroy.
Africa,
God.
right? And
Right.
we got all these different cultures and all these different statuses. And if you know anything about the diaspora, all these different things, you have some of these, they work on classes, they work on, status. They wear it. This is my status. This lets you know who I am, where I stand.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not wearing this, you can't talk to me. You can't do this. So it's a different type of, not slavery, but a different type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But at least it's with your own people.
It is.
As opposed to, you're not even human. Because that was a thing.
Can I tell y'all another secret that I've been wanting to tell somebody for a while?
Oh goodness.
I think integration was a mistake.
No.
I did.
Why?
Why? Because look, when like Abercrombie and Fitch, did y'all watch that documentary?
Not yet. It just came out.
Abercrombie and Fitch made, what does they call it? I wanted to call it exclusivity.
Mm-hmm.
Like where they just
Right.
they start like, no, you're ugly. Well, once you work in here, you're fat, you're black, you're this, you're that.
Right.
When you start taking shit away,
And the only
it
thing
makes
we
it
see
more
is
appealing.
that's what I was talking
So-
about, the advertisements and
So
what
they kept us
Sure.
separated, and they was like, oh, but damn, yo, if we get together, like we can get the shit that they got this shit. The white people got
and
this.
you don't
It made
realize
it seem
it's
like
all
whatever
outside.
white people had was
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't support black business. If you
No.
left us the fuck alone in the way
Okay.
that we were, segregation, black businesses would thrive.
No.
Because you know why? White people wouldn't be our competition. White people wouldn't even be a factor. They wouldn't even matter. They wouldn't be the better side of things. They wouldn't even exist. We would be like Oklahoma was back in, what was it, the 1940s when we had Black Wall Street and everybody was thriving. Wasn't no white folks around there. That was us providing for us.
But separate
They
will never
integrated
be
white
equal
people, and it
if
was like,
everybody
well,
is separate.
I'm going to Macy's because, shit, I couldn't shop there.
Then they will find some
But why
system.
go to Macy's when Mr. Smith's got that same fur coat? Now all of a sudden, because now we're allowed to go where white people can go, now it's Mr. Smith's fur coat ain't all that. Macy's is better? That's bullshit.
I feel you.
That's
I feel
what
you on-
integration
I
did.
feel you on some point, but also I feel like separate but equal would have never worked because there are a lot of people that always wanted to keep everything separate. Even some black people wanted to keep things separate to some point.
I feel like it's
works for
all,
animals.
it's a mentality.
Why can't it work for us? It
But
works
here's
for
the thing,
animals.
it's a mentality.
It
So
can't
what
work
you're
because
saying
it
works,
could- it
and
could-
what you're saying works.
Right.
But
It
it's
could-
a mentality.
It couldn't
Yeah.
work because
Yeah.
It's like
someone would always find some way to infiltrate the system.
to say,
and
oh, this
create-
is mine and mine is better, don't touch
Even
it.
though there's
Yeah.
already some exclusionary type shit that's happening, they would find another way to
Okay,
exclude
so-
things and create another kind of caste system
High school.
that would exclude the people
High
that
school.
were excluded. Like,
High school.
I feel
It's
it.
high school.
I feel it. It is, but it's just
It's high school. It's exactly high school. Okay, when you go to high school and y'all looking at
Just
each other
think
like
about
that.
it, yo.
No,
I
you're looking
don't
at, yo, Timmy ain't shit. Did you see what he did last week? Blah, everybody click up. That's all it is. It's just clicks.
I know, but like,
in this room, in this big picture, instead of it being clicks, it's clicks, but they're colored clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Because you saw
It's high school
you
on
saw
a
that
bigger
there was
level.
a town. I forget what it's called.
This is a bigger school.
Lake
Bigger high
Lanier.
school.
You've heard the story, Lake
We just
Lanier.
got old and
Lake
grouchy.
Lanier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a whole town. It's still a whole town, but it's underwater. They created a man-made lake
To flood it.
to flood,
Got it.
and the town is still underwater.
Listen, there's so many
Crazy.
things that we can go on
It was
Spotify.
called Black Planet.
Black
We on Black
We're
Planet.
not on Black Planet.
Can we
No.
get on Black Planet?
I don't
What's
think Black Planet still
My
exists.
Jose, somebody give
well,
me a 25
Black Planet doesn't
guineas.
exist.
Feliz Navidad.
Black Planet doesn't exist. I'm so
It's
sorry.
not
But
crazy.
guess what? Housewives still exist, and we still exist.
One day we will
Correct.
have a promo code for you to get percentage off wine. We're never giving out free wine because we don't
Never.
do that.
Besides the fact we can't ship it to you because something about we can't ship wine. But if you come on the
We
show,
live in Pennsylvania.
We can
Yeah.
give you a bottle.
if you come on the show, we could give you a bottle.
But we're looking for
Oh,
wine
girl.
people.
Hey,
Like,
girl.
yeah,
Yes.
wine people. If you want
I
to
just need
sponsor us, please do.
Look at the butt.
Get
I
it,
here
period.
for
It's
it.
the bubble
Stare.
for
Can't
us.
nobody see her butt.
Listen,
This
if
is
you want a
all
spokesperson for
chocolate,
your
baby.
wine bottle, we are selling it.
You're not selling me.
We're selling it.
No, we auction it.
Auction it off.
Five to
We're
five,
auctioning it off. Sponsorships for data. Sponsorships for. That's gonna
We
kill
are
me.
looking for sponsors. I am not the sponsorship.
We
I
should be
am
auctioning
not
her
the
pretty
sponsor.
ass off. 5 to 5 to 45 to 15. Boop. Get the chocolate girl with the glowing shirt.
Listen, if you want to buy any of the things that you
40
see,
pounds of me.
All sexy.
if you would
ass
like a wine glass, if
40
you would
pounds.
like
That's how
subscriptions
you
or
gotta say it.
suggestions to wine, please
Say it
hit us
like
up
that,
in the
short ass.
DMs. If you would like a
Say it.
sponsorship with.
I was looking at your cat that found a toy. That
Exactly. The cat that
Say
we
it.
found with a toy. If you want a sponsorship with the bag, she's right here.
She's
in
right
this
here.
link.
And
Right
she's
here.
like squishy. So you
Yeah.
can squish her. And you can squish her. 'Cause
Hey,
she
if
got
you
the
want,
squishy.
hey, the first person to say hashtag squishy
We'll
gets
get a hug from Day
a microsecond with the day.
Uh-huh.
And they also get a bottle of
no,
wine.
they get a glass.
They get a glass and a bottle of wine. It changes every day. This is House Wine Angelique TV. Thank you all for whatever we were in.
Hey!
I didn't even we're into that scene.
It
Yes.
just came.
Thank you so much for watching. We love you so much. Thank you for watching House Wine. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell a neighbor. Tell yourself. Remind yourself.
Tell
I
where
don't
we
know.
go.
Oh, hold on.
Baby,
It's
we go.
Exhibit. There. Sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, cut it off.